now that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has encouraged Americans to wear masks when they venture outside, more state and local politicians have begun donning the protective gear themselves, standing in contrast to President Trump, who says the masks aren't his style. At a news conference on Friday, Governor Jared Polis of Colorado secured a colorful piece of cloth to his face emblazoned with the state's trademark C logo, and encouraged residents to do the same. This is really going to be, for the foreseeable future, an important part of our culture in Colorado, said Mr. Polis, a Democrat. In Pennsylvania, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman, a Democrat, posted a photograph of himself on Twitter with a frayed, gray piece of cloth wrapped around his face, and wondered if it would scare fellow joggers away. Local politicians across the country are also strapping on the gear to lead by example. In Los Angeles, Mayor Eric Garcetti brought an all-black mask to a news conference this week, pulling it up too high covering his eyes before triumphantly pulling the straps over his ears. "Excuse me," he said, his voice muffled by the mask. "This will be the look." Svante Myrick, the Democratic mayor of Ithaca, NY, said he had dug around in a drawer to retrieve an American flag-themed mask his mother had bought for him months ago. "I thought she was overreacting," he wrote alongside a selfie from the roof of City Hall, saying it was another example of why we should always listen to mothers. The efforts clash with comments from Mr. Trump, who emphasized that the CDC recommendation was voluntary and that he didn't plan to follow along. Somehow sitting in the Oval Office behind that beautiful Resolute desk, the great Resolute desk, I think wearing a face mask as I greet presidents, prime ministers, dictators, kings, queens, I don't know, he said. Somehow I don't see it for myself. I just don't.